What you don't understand is that the entertainment community is brilliant, powerful, all pervasive. And in another time when this nation was faced by fascism, they used all of their powers to ridicule the enemy. And here, this very same entertainment complex ridicules not the enemy itself, but the American people. Ridicules Christians, Jews, Republicans, gun owners, those who have some care about the unborn, all ridiculed by this entertainment complex. If the same entertainment complex were to ridicule ISIS, radical Islam, then we'd have a great ally in this battle of battles, this battle for the survival of civilization as you know it. But no one's ever articulated what I just said. In those few sentences, I have defined what is missing in this battle against radical Islam. No one has done it. Nobody has done it. No one. No one has done what I just did in those few sentences. How the entertainment complex once fought fascism and must fight fascism again. Now, I spell it all out in my great plan for saving America in Government Zero. No borders, no language, no culture. When I talk about how the gangsters and burglars who've broken the doors off our borders must be stopped at all costs, I want to give you a paralogical discussion, which is about how the entertainment industry was once used, and very effectively at that, to fight Hitler, to fight Tojo, and help win the war. In other words, they demonized the enemy. I studied the propaganda of World War II. There have been whole books written about it. If you take the time to study it, you can Google it probably, find it. You'll see that the Germans were drawn in a certain way to make them ugly. The Japanese were made with buck teeth to make them ugly. They were demonized. Well, you say, well, that's repugnant. Yeah, well, through our eyes, it's repugnant, but through the eyes of people fighting fascists, it was war. Now, the enemy uses propaganda to create pictures of Jews, for example. Have you seen any of the ugly pictures of Jews painted by Arabs in the Palestinian territories? Have you seen any of that? Haven't seen that? Hasn't made it to your local newspaper? Have you seen any of the propaganda against Americans being promulgated around the world? So they're engaging propaganda. They're painting you as oafs and idiots, drug addicts, sex addicts, and eliminating all of the hardcore of this country. And so what I'm saying is simple. It's not that complicated. Make believe we're just talking here. It's very simple. I'd like to see movies that show the Islamo-fascists for the vermin that they are. I want to see one movie showing them raiding a village, a Yazidi village, and killing the husband, but before they kill him, make him watch them rape his wife and his daughters, and then take his daughters away in slavery, and then kill the man. I'd like to see reality shown once, to put the fear of God into the idiots in this country before they themselves wind up on the chopping block. Write that down. Did that shock you? Did you get a feeling from what I just said? Did those words go through you like bullets? Well, let me tell you something. Get ready for the machine gunning of this show. I got a 50 cal in my hands, and I'm not going to stop firing the bullets today. It's the end of the road. When I see the massive influx into Europe, and I see Hussein in the White House, I see Merkel in Germany, I see Cameron in England, I realize that there's no one who could save the West other than the people themselves. These are useless or collaborators. There's no other word. Either they're useless idiots or collaborators with the very enemy that would destroy our civilization. Write that down, and don't talk to me about Bernie Sanders' underwear and tell me how good the imitation was by Larry the synagogue jester. I know how clever these boys are. I grew up with them. They laughed their way to the billionaires' circle by mocking everything decent in this country. First they mocked their own rabbi, then they mocked the temple, then they mocked their mother, then they mocked their father, then they mocked the nation, then they mocked Boy Scouts, then they mocked Christians, then they mocked the family. You think I don't know who they are? The audience can never get enough of it. You can feed people swill and they will eat it because it tastes good. You just keep shoveling swill at them and they'll eat it. You don't want to give them healthy food because they don't like it. So if you're in the business of shoveling swill and the pigs eat it, you'll get very wealthy indeed. That's how Katzenberg, Matzenberg, Ratzenberg, and others have become engorged on money and wealth and power. And that's why they can spend their later years chasing men, chasing women, whatever they want to do, and laughing at everybody. living on 200, 300-foot yachts, laughing at the world, cursing the world, the very world that gave them their power, still mocking it, still not seeing the world for what it is. So you say, am I painting too dark a picture? Mike, lighten up? No, Mike's not going to lighten up. No, not today. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'll wake up in another mood tomorrow. But right now, I'm focused on what's going on. I'm focused on the Hijra, the grand strategy to overtake the West and convert it to Islam. I went back to Mecca, 622 CE. I told you how transcripts were found on documents from ISIS of invading Europe. I talked about intelligence services warning the West, but no one paying attention. I talked about any country that accepts massive immigration from Islamic nations as committing suicide. I talked about Lebanon, once a predominantly Christian nation, only 75 years ago. Paris of the Mideast, commercial banking center compared to Switzerland. And then the liberal Lebanon, Christian Lebanon, circa 1950. Lebanon took in Islamic refugees from Syria and other war-torn areas. PLO defeated by the Jordanian military in 1970, Black September massacre. Palestinian militants went to Lebanon. Right away, violence between Palestinians against the Maronites, the Lebanese Christians, and other Lebanese factions. Today, Lebanon is a hell. Europe runs the risk of becoming a hell. Then America runs the risk of becoming another hell like Lebanon because of the same thing. Massive hijra being planned. So in England, Cameron today, just today, this is fresh, this is brand new. You haven't heard it anywhere yet. Put out a new plan to combat Muslim extremism. He said that the battle is the defining one of the century. Immediately, Muslims in England condemned it. Counter-extremism strategy was condemned immediately by the Muslims in England. They have a good thing going. Where else can you have 12 children and live on welfare and then spit on the flag and say you want to kill the Queen and not be thrown out of the country? Why would you want them to change laws? Why would you want to change anything if you can spit on the Union Jack, threaten to hang the Queen, have 20 children, live on welfare, not pay a dime, and get away with it? What other country on earth would you want to go to? Nowhere. You have it very good. So the Prime Minister of England said they're going to counter it. But Muslim groups don't like it. They're very uneasy with the measures. And so they want to ban them. See, they want to ban the radical Muslims. They want to throw them out of the country. They want to throw them right out of the country. They want the hatred gone. They want to throw these children out of the country before they cut someone's throat. Throw them right out of the country. They want to stop them on their path to violence and kick them out of their beautiful country. So right away, the Muslims say, no, you can't do that. It's extremism. Well, you know how that goes, right? Charge of Islamophobia is used to imitate people into thinking there's something wrong with resisting jihad terror and Islamic supremacism. We hear a lot about white supremacism, and I'm sure there are people who are white supremacists. There's no question about it. But is it limited to white supremacists? Are you telling me Larry David behind closed doors doesn't voice another type of supremacism, which I cannot mention on this program? Are you telling me that Katzenberg, Matzenberg, and Ratzenberg don't utter other types of supremacism behind closed doors as they mock you? Are you telling me that there's no supremacism amongst the Nation of Islam? There's no supremacism amongst La Raza, which means the race. I've called it brown supremacism for years. There's supremacists amongst all races, creeds, and religions. So don't focus only on the white sheets. There's a rainbow of colors of supremacist sheets. So I say we need to encourage the synagogue jesters and others in Hollywood to start putting out the propaganda before it's too late. And I say putting out the propaganda, I mean stop the propaganda against Christians. Stop the damn propaganda against the family. Stop the damn propaganda against the military. Harvey, stop the damn propaganda against everything decent in this nation, Harvey. Because those who sow the wind shall reap the whirlwind. I warn all of you, your day will come. The people know who you are. If you think you're going to skate forever, you're wrong. This country is melting down so rapidly, tomorrow no one knows what will come. The people are ready to blow. This country's ready to blow like a well. It's ready to blow like a well and spew black oil across the plains. It can't take another day of the filth put out by Matzenberg, Ratzenberg, and Harvey. It can't take another minute of Saturday Night Live mocking everything decent and supporting everything evil. It can't take it anymore. Its guts are in turmoil. It's ready to vomit out this filth. 21 years I have spent trying to warn you about these days that we're living in now. 21 years. God has brought me to this place, to this microphone, to this day, for this message. Go ahead and mock it if you want. But you know in your hearts I'm telling you